Hello, and welcome to this third episode of Just Pauses. I love this one line which I had read some time ago, and I quote: "Take a walk with a turtle and behold the world with a pause." Unquote. However, how many of us are now interested in being a turtle or taking a walk with a turtle? We are busy racing against each other, racing against time. Everyone, or nearly everyone, is super busy in scheduling and rescheduling what we have chosen as our priorities. And we seem to be lost in our own self imposed mists. We do not seem to have even a few moments of doing nothing or looking around just like that, a little graciously, or looking up and smiling for no reason but just gratefully. And then a bang is what it takes to make us wake up. When a small or a big blow strikes us, the reverie is broken. We sit up and take notes. Our minds and bodies too, I guess, work on similar lines. For us to sit up and take note of the ill treatment we often subject our bodies to. For our minds to awaken and brains to spring into decision making, a blow is often struck. Of course, preceded by a steady stream of soft signals. Sometimes a few light nudges are also given, but if we are the stubborn kind, the soft signals and nudges do not produce the desired impact. I'm not sure, but I guess God too works on this principle. He gives us a mixed basket at first. We get busy making merry and enjoying the goodies which are there in the basket. We forget to pause, to look up graciously at times and look around gratefully. And then, if God wants to convey something to us and the signs are ignored because we are wrapped up in amassing for ourselves and our generations ahead, God has no option then but to strike at us from up there. One hit and we look up immediately. We stand in queues, and while circumambulating the beads, we place our sobs and petitions at His doorstep. Those who take their nudges, the signals, the indicators seriously, they learn their lessons well. They even take the required actions timely, and they have less to worry about. Whereas those of us who are arrogant or think that we are bigger than the signs, we must brace for the challenges to get tougher. Which kind are you? Here is a funny story that says it all in a very lighter vein. Once, in a big city, a building was under construction. There were a lot of laborers employed and the construction work was in full swing. There was a lot of noise and activity going on at the site. One day around noon, the construction supervisor who was working on the sixth floor wanted to say something to a worker who was on the ground floor. He called out loud to him several times, but because of the noise all around, the worker could not listen to him. After trying in vain for quite some time, the construction supervisor decided to throw down a 10-rupee note which he thought would make the worker wonder and look up. He threw the note down, and since there was no wind blowing, the 10-rupee note fell directly in front of the worker. The worker saw the note and picked it up. For a second, he looked at the note and then kept it in his pocket and resumed his work. The construction supervisor was looking down all the time, but since the worker did not look up, he decided to try one more time with a note of a bigger denomination. He took a 500-rupee note and threw it down at the worker, hoping that it would get the worker's attention and he would look up to know from where had the note fallen. The 500-rupee note landed in front of the worker, who bent down and picked it up. He looked at it for a moment and then again put it in his pocket and went about doing his work. The supervisor was now a little angry and surprised too. He wondered what next to do to get the worker's attention. He looked around and picked up a small stone. He threw the stone down and it hit the worker on his head. As soon as it hit him, the worker looked up and the supervisor communicated with him what he wanted to. The story ends here. But if a pause follows, and if we look within us and around us carefully, we shall be able to spot a few signals and signs that need our attention and even our gratitude. Thank you.